Cambridge and how I went from a client to now a full-time consultant. So my journey with Cambridge Weight Plan began in July of 2012. I had watched my elder sister, here she is behind me. She had lost a lot of weight very successfully, and I wanted the same for myself. When I met my wonderful consultant, I was completely oblivious to how she was going to help me transform my life. You see, when I started the plan, I was 17 stone, a single mum, struggling to make ends meet, whilst holding down 3 jobs. 3 jobs in 3 very different areas. By day, I was a teaching assistant in a primary school, and then evenings and weekends, I split my time between bar work and debt collecting. Time with my young son was minimal, as I was always working. I could not have wished for a better weight loss story. 5 stone off in just over 4 months, and I started to maintain well. I made sure I completed the whole plan with the required 2 weeks on each of the higher steps. But after that, I was still that struggling single mum. My consultant mentioned to me about becoming a consultant myself a number of times, and each time I told her no. I was too busy, I didn't have the time, I didn't want to. We had that same conversation a number of times over the coming months, and finally I agreed to go on the Training Essentials Day. I had nothing to lose, and the date just so happened to fall in the Easter half-term break, so I had no reason why I couldn't go. So April of 2014, I found myself in Kettering, where I had my first training day. I had a great day, I met some lovely people and learned many, many things, but I still left that day not knowing what I was going to do. Money was very tight, hence why I had the 3 jobs, and this wasn't helped by the fact that I just moved into a property 3 months prior. I found myself facing my next dilemma. As you can see from the pictures behind me, the bathroom needed a complete overhaul. It was absolutely disgusting. Did I spend the little money I had on a new bathroom, or did I start my own business? Well, obviously I'm standing here, so the latter one. Although nerve-wracking to begin with, I loved my new role and very quickly started to see the difference that it was making to my finances. But for me to be able to grow my business even more, I needed more time. So I decided to give up my part-time jobs and just focused on the school during the day and my business the rest of my time. Many people I've spoken to over the last 2 years have said that they have that light bulb moment or turning point. But this was mine. And every time I do it, this gets me. I thought today I'm not going to do it, but there we go. Okay, so my son's birthday, it was soon approaching, and unlike the previous years, I was able to give him what he wanted. He was 11, things are expensive, he wanted the Xbox, he wanted the trainers, he wanted all those things, and he got them. He deserved them. I didn't have to get myself into debt, and I didn't have to ask my parents to help me out. So that was absolutely huge for us. So after this, I continued to work hard, seeing clients before and after school and on the weekends. So hard, in fact, that in May of 2015, it was time for me and Shay to go on our first holiday. So there we were in sunny Mallorca during the half-term break. We had an absolutely wonderful time that came crashing back down to reality the following Monday when I returned to work. I made a judgment error and was caught out, which resulted in my boss having to have words with me. I was in the wrong and I took my telling off. But what it made me realise was that I did not want to work for someone else anymore. I wanted to be my own boss, to be able to work when I wanted to be able to go on holiday when I chose, and to be able to do the simple things like pick my son up from the playground like lots of the other mums. I felt so strongly about it and knew my business would be a success. The following day, I handed in my resignation. I gave up my pension, job security and a set income to invest all of the required time into my business. And I can honestly say I haven't looked back since. Has been my most successful year yet for both my business and my son and I. I won my very first regional award at the beginning of the year. I see an average of 40 clients each week and became the showcase cover girl back in September. Thankfully, after yesterday's Consultants Day, I'm now able to add in that I was given the highly commended award for business building, which was obviously a very proud moment for me. During this time, I've really been able to give my son what I feel he deserves. You can see from the pictures behind, we've had numerous holidays, days out. He's been skiing with his school and had fantastic, wonderful times and made some great memories. We will finish this remarkable year by joining my parents in Tenerife for the Christmas break. I'm excited to see what we can achieve in 2017, as the opportunities really are endless and the income is uncapped, as well as to see how many more holiday destinations we can tick off of our list. I will be forever grateful to Cambridge and to my consultant Lisa Harding-Buck for believing in me and giving me this life opportunity. Many of us will stand up here and tell you the same thing, but you really can achieve as much as you want to. Thank you very much for listening to me this afternoon.